So we're going to show you how to get a game started focusing on kickoffs. So you flip a coin, the winner gets to choose whether to kick or to receive, the loser gets to choose which goal to defend, and it stays that way the rest of the game. So we're going to focus on the receiving team setup first. As you can see, you have 4 men at the 30, 2 men at the 15, and the running back, the man who's going to run back the ball at the 5. For review, there you have it. 4 at the 30, 2 at the 15, and your run back man anywhere on the 5-yard line. Now we're going to focus on the kicking team. This is easy. All of your men line up at the 30-yard line. Spacing does not matter as long as they're all at the 30. This is turn-based, so to start a game, start a kickoff, the kicking team sends down 2 men, trying to block any potential run lanes. The receiving team uses 2 men to try and create a running lane, and you can kind of see where he might be trying to run. Then it's the offense's turn, and they send down 2 more men trying to block any potential running lanes. And now it's the receiving team's turn to try, and he's going to try and widen the lane there. He's got 1 more man he can move on this turn. And he's going to actually try to create a secondary lane to really make it difficult for me. So now he's got 2 potential running lanes, and I have to try and shut those down. So on my final turn, I try and shut down those running lanes. But now he's got his final turn. He can use 2 men. And up until that last turn, you have to use men who you have not yet used. So now he's got his running lane. He has to execute. He does. Great run back. And now I have to execute. Otherwise, he keeps on going, but I get him down. So that's where the offense would start. In review, kicking team sends 2. Receiving team moves 2 to try and create a running lane. Kicking team sends down 2 more. Receiving team uses 2 more. Kicking team sends in the last 2. Receiving team uses the last 2. And then the run back helmet runs from where he sits. Let's talk about formations. Again, as long as they're on the 30, 4 on the 30, 2 on the 15, and 1 on the 5, it doesn't matter where you set them up. As you can see, they're all kind of scrunched. But you can do that. Let's see why you would do something like that. Let's just play through. I send 2. Receiving team can move 2. Kicking team sends down 2. I don't know what he's doing, so I'm going to put 2 guys right in front of the runner since he has to move from where he sits. So now receiving team tries to create a lane, moves 2 more. So he's got 2 places where he possibly could go. I'm going to really try and play good defense and send my guys as far back there as I can, take away any running lanes. But now, take a look at the very bottom where he sits. If he can move that helmet on the sideline to move mine, he's got a clear path. Fortunately, he knocks my helmet back into the lane. So now he's got to try and create something. He's going to try and move one of my helmets back to create a lane, muffs that. So now he's just going to run where he can. And not bad. He ran it to the 45. And that's where his offense would start, right where he touched my helmet. There's something called deferring. So that means that I send down my 2 men. The receiving team can defer, meaning that he doesn't move any of his helmets. He says defer, and then I send down 2 more helmets. He says defer, and then I send down my last 2. And now the receiving team has to move his last 2 men and then run from where his run helmet sits. So he's going to try and cross block and open up that lane in the middle. But he muffs up again, knocks my helmet right into the middle. He has really nowhere to go, and he tumbles. So this is a good chance to show you what happens when you tumble on the kickoff. You simply set your man back to where he started, which was at the 5. So a tumble on the kickoff. If the runner tumbles, the ball is back where he started, which is at the 5-yard line. We're going to just show you one more time. He's going to defer on this one. So now I just keep on going. The only turn you can't defer as a receiving team is your last one. So he deferred on that one, and I'm sending down 2 more. Now his last turn as a receiving team, he has to use 2 blockers, and then the return helmet is hit from where it sits. So you can kind of see the lane he's opening up. It's got a pretty good lane, but will he hit my helmet? That's right there in the way. Let's see if he executes. Great job, could have gone farther. Now do I execute? Otherwise he keeps on going. I do. And that's where the ball would be. 1st and 10 at the point where I got him down. Now there is something called illegal contact, and that's when your man hits the guy at the 5-yard line. So that, perfectly legal, that is illegal contact. And then it's automatic, 1st down at the 50. Nothing else goes on. As soon as you get that illegal contact, 1st on the 50, 1st and 10 on the 50. So if a kicking team hits the returned man helmet or pushes one of the receiving helmets backwards into the return helmet, automatic 1st down at the 50-yard line. Now, if you are good, you can get super close without touching the man on the 5-yard line, the helmet that's going to do the run back. So I'm going to demonstrate real quick what close coverage looks like. Perfectly legal. And as you can see, that really cuts down which the direction and where his helmet can run back. He basically is going to have a hard time running anywhere to the right. Still, he's got something up his sleeve. He's got to try and find a way to create a lane. So there's my 2. One of the best things about sending a man that tight is he can't defer. You got to do something. He was going to try and move my man away. He missed, so now he's got one more turn there. So he's got a lane, right? So now I need to shut him down. So I'm going to bracket that lane. Now he's really in a bind. So this is good kickoff special teams play. I've shut him down. He couldn't defer. He had to move, and now he's really got nowhere to go. He's got 2 moves left, so let's see what he does with it. Trying to open up something to the sideline. He's got 1 more. Not sure why I did that, but that's right. He could possibly run up the middle, kinda. Let's see which one he chooses. Chose to go straight forward, and that's where he would start. So that's what good special teams play looks like. You now know how to do kickoffs and kickoff returns. Next is run and pass plays.